to keep me out of trouble, and I don't have money to go out here and there, and plus I can't deal with people when I go here and there. It's not I don't have money, it's just I can't deal with some people and putting up with their shit. Okay, so I've played every big name game. I've pretty much owned every big name console. The best video game console in history is PlayStation 2, because it's pretty affordable, and it had games throughout the whole. It had serious shooting games, and it had games for serious gamers. It had games for kids. It had games for pretty much everyone. When you had Xbox, and it was just for serious gamers and nothing for the kids, and Nintendo which was only for 5-year-olds. You know, there's one gaming, you couldn't really say giant, I could say giant, but Nintendo's always pissed me off for the main reason is that the fucking price of everything that's Nintendo is a fucking rip-off. If you went now in 2013 and tried to buy a game for Nintendo GameCube, and the game is shit, and there's so much way better you can get on PlayStation 2 or Xbox, they'll still charge you $100 for it, because that's the way Nintendo operate, and this is the way Nintendo will fail. And the only good thing that's come out of Nintendo is Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers, and a few other games which are pretty much been just on ROMs, emulated. That's the only way we can play them, because the price of them is just a fucking rip-off. I've owned a GameCube. The disc is this big. I don't know whose fucking idea that was to make a disc this big. That just shows me that it can't hold as much as a DVD, PlayStation 2 or Xbox. The console's a fucking joke. The consoles are a joke. Well, Nintendo NES was okay, Super Nintendo okay, and then after that it's just gone downhill. And Super Nintendo, have you even noticed in New Zealand, this is where I stay in New Zealand, that no one even hardly owned a Super Nintendo. They only owned Mega Drive in the 16-bit era, because it was a fucking rip-off. Everything about it was a rip-off. That's why Mega Drive that did so well over here. Nintendo, they brought out Nintendo 64, which had no video. PlayStation kicked its ass. PlayStation 1, that era with Nintendo 64 and Dreamcast and all that shit. PlayStation 2 kicked Nintendo's Wii's ass and Xbox's ass, because of just the amount of games and the quality of the games and how affordable it was compared to those two other consoles. Nintendo sucks, eh? Just downright fucking sucks. I remember they brought out Mortal Kombat 1 and they had no fucking blood. Yeah, Sega Master System had blood. Mega Drive had blood. There was a blood code, but you could still get blood. Now Super Nintendo had sweat. Playing Mortal Kombat without blood is like, it's like trying to have sex without sexual organs. Or, no, I wouldn't say that. It's like playing a game console without a controller. It's a fucking joke. You don't take no blood away from Mortal Kombat. That's the whole reason why I made it famous and put it on the fucking market. And turned heads and went against the grain. Because it had blood. It was the first game that did that and had fatalities and shit. And you want to take away the blood? Fuck, you guys are stupid. You guys are... That's what made it for 5-year-olds. That's what made Nintendo for 5-year-olds. Take, Super Mario Brothers. Even now, a Nintendo Wii and the Wii U bullshit. That won't get far, that console. They're fucked. A Wii U it's got less power than a PlayStation 2, if you don't know that. It fucking sucks, Nintendo. If you're 10, it's good if you're 10, but if you're over 10, forget it. You're better off going with a 360. Even those will fail on you from time to time, but they're better than PlayStation 3s. The PlayStation 3s, the graphics are horrible. I played PlayStation 3 games that wish it got PlayStation 2 graphics, and I'm one of these idiots that ran out and bought a PlayStation 3 for $1,000. It's absolute rubbish. And what pisses me off about Nintendo is they need to learn you can't make things so expensive that people can't afford it. Now, if there was, they always have sales on the Xbox games. They always have sales on the console on so many games for PlayStation 3 or Xbox. But when it comes to Wii, there's nothing. Fucking dance around like an idiot in front of a screen. I just laugh at those people, eh? You know, if you want to play a game, you sit on your ass. You're on your ass. You got a controller. You relax. You don't jump around in front of a fucking screen. Oh, exercise. Go to the gym then. Exercise. Nintendo, you guys suck. You're gonna fail in the whole gaming wars again because you guys can't learn to put your prices down and to cater to actual gamers instead of fucking 10-year-olds. Oh, another Super Mario Brothers. Oh, again. What is he gonna do now? Save the princess again. That's all he does. That's all he fucking does. Fucking hell, it must be useless not trying to look after her so she don't get kidnapped or lost all the time. Fucking Nintendo. You guys suck. You know, there's more I could say about Nintendo, but I can't think about it. I can't think of it. All I can say is Nintendo sucks. Nintendo fucking sucks. From the NES to the Super Nintendo, they did quite well. And then they bring out Nintendo 64. Then they fell on their fucking ass. Fucking no video, and PlayStation's got video. And did you know that Nintendo 64 did not release one Street Fighter game through its whole run? The only good thing they had were the wrestling games. That's the only reason why they survived. And maybe GoldenEye, that bullshit. That's the only reason why they survived. And now they're doing the same thing with the Nintendo Wii and Nintendo Wii U, dancing around fucking in front of a screen for 5-year-olds again. You'll never get me to do that. Never, ever fucking get me to do that. If someone put a gun to my head and told me to go play Nintendo Wii and jump around in front of a fucking screen and dance around in front of a screen, I'll tell them to blow my head, blow my brains out, because I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Idiots that want to jump around with a controller. I thought playing a video game was to relax, not to fucking stress yourself out even more with jumping around and... Nintendo, you guys suck, and you're gonna lose again.